job and leave the hub on there, but there's no sense in doing that because you can see the wheel seal and see it's leaking. The whole what do you call that there? The tone ring for the ABS is soaking wet, so I've never seen this setup before. Alright guys, so I've never seen this setup. This is a new enough truck that I haven't seen one of these yet. I'm sure some of you guys that work on these new trucks all the time have, but how the hell does that come off of there? Ring off of there. And it looks like there's another snap ring like an old Ford pickup. I cheated. I called my buddy that works at a truck shop. Shoot. I wanted to save that gasket because we don't have another one. Yeah, he gets to see a little bit more of this new shit like this than I do. Oh, come on. Put my knee against the hub so the son of a gun will quit rolling on me. Spiral snap ring and sockets. Okay, what size am I going to need for that? Hard on me there a little bit. What a goofy setup. It's got that, and it's got some inner piece that's keyed to the spindle. Alright. too. I let that drain in the bucket, and there's a spacer right there. Gotta knock that seal out of there and get another seal for it. Pop this ABS speed sensor out of here. These are kind of like part of the, I forgot, they got, oh, what do you call them? They're kind of like a stud. You got to take them off on the nut side. I forgot. See what kind of keeper it's got on it. It's got the E-clip looking thing on there. Which usually isn't too bad. Oh, come on, man. Spacers, you gotta make sure you keep track of all that stuff. Now, where am I gonna put this? Alright, sledgehammer. Definitely there's something going on. There's something broke in the top of this kingpin. The bushing broke or something. It's really strange. Yeah, another pair of little rubber glovies on here. Couldn't get any of these. These are made by Gloves Works. These are excellent gloves. I love these things. But I couldn't get them for a long time. After the good old COVID-19 struck, find them in the stores. Trying to see what's broke here or something. Something is big old shard of stuff here hanging out on this kingpin. It'll be interesting to see what we find here. Truck with just a few miles with a bad kingpin on it already. So let's hit it right here. Not a good thing at all. Well guys, in all my years and all the kingpin jobs that I've ever done, I've never had a wedge pin come out as hard as this bottom one did. As you can see, I had to drill most of it out and weaken it. I mean, I beat on that dirty son of a gun and beat on it, air hammered, heated it a little bit, trying to, man, it would not come out of there. And you see what I did there? I had to drill on it to get it out of there. Crazy. So now that that's finally done, this is not good. Not good. Yeah, she just ain't coming out. Huh? Well, not good. She is not coming out of there, man. I don't know what happened on this truck, but there's broken pieces of bushing up here in the top. So what I've had to do in the past when I couldn't get one to come out like this, I had to cut this bearing out. And once I cut the bearing out, and then I could jack it up and get a gap up here, then I cut the top off. Then I had to beat it out of the knuckle, or out of the axle. It's stuck in the axle, I think. Because it's turning there, I mean, obviously it's stuck in the axle. Oh my gosh, this thing is really fighting me. Now I've got all the weight of the truck on the kingpin with a jack. I mean, it's off the jack stand. We'll try to vibrate on. We'll vibrate on the. Probably going to wind up cutting it out. I need another special tool. I need a kingpin press now. Here we go. You never make any money in this business because you're always buying tools. I know I'm going to be working against myself, but I don't want to get this. Just not moving. I don't like that. Whack that. Screw that up. Yeah. That's why when you're swinging a hammer like that, that's where I do definitely wear those. Well, it's just not going to come out of there. It's just not coming out. I think it moved. I think it moved a little bit. I'm going to try her a few more times here. Oh, come on, camera. I need to make like a square thing for this bottom end to set on to this thing. Sure felt like she moved there. Yeah, she moved. Holy cow. She's coming. Woo-wee. Making me work for it, I'll tell you that. Woo! Had a buddy of mine that was beating on something with a sledgehammer one time. He had safety glasses and everything on, and a chunk of whatever he was beating to punch sheared off, went through his coveralls, went through his pants, and embedded itself in his leg about that deep. He had to go to the fucking hospital and get it dug out of his leg. So that's why I'm saying these sunglasses, or these glasses, I mean, hopefully they'll stop it. When it'll go through a pair of pants and a pair of coveralls and embed itself in your leg, you're thinking, is this going to stop it? That's a good one. Well, I rested a little bit here. I'll go at her again. She's coming out now. She's a coming now. I got her on the run. What a son of a gun. Run out of punch though. Going or doesn't appear to be going with that little hammer. Holy cow. What are you doing? I know. I'm sure they got a special tool for it. Holy cow. How many shims do we got here? No shim there? Really? Okay, here's one. Part of the seal. This upper bushing is just about completely gone. There ain't nothing left yet. I'm definitely going to clean this hole out really good. Try to ensure that the new one, I think we'll anti-seize with copper anti-seize inside this axle really good. Okay, as you can see, the bottom bushing is still in it, but this top one, oh yeah, there ain't much left of it. Man, I don't even know if my bushing driver is going to work on that, because there ain't nothing, really ain't much left of the bushing. Well, you can kind of see the bushing here, but the one side over here is damn near into the housing. Wow. Alright. Well, Fleet Pride gave us the wrong kit. So here's the new kingpin. It'll be marked top. That ain't right. The overall length is right, but the diameter is wrong. Here's the old pin. You can see where it was wearing. Look at that. It's pretty bad. That's what it's supposed to be like in there. So I guess while we're waiting on them to get back with me on this kit that they sold us, it was wrong. He's calling Peterbilt directly to try to get a number to cross-reference with. I'm going to climb under here and put a clutch brake in it while we're waiting on that. Alright, so we're in the process of putting this back together, maybe. Yes, and I know I don't have my tripod. That's what happens when you're a field mechanic and you're spread out all over the place in like 3 different counties trying to do work. You can't pack all the campers. It's impossible. So the tripod's down at the shop. We're going to make the best of the situation that we can. Okay, what did I do with the kingpin? I got a brand new pin someplace. I was in the process of trying to find all my camera stuff, so now I've misplaced the pin. Here it is. It says top right there. There we go. Boy, that is a snug fit. I guess that's a good thing. Wonderful. Still got to put my shims in there, so got to go through the bearing. I'm actually going to go past the first bushing and go on down with it. What happens when you have pumice all over your tools? Working on that loader. Okay, there's the gap. Twist my pin just a little bit. Leave my flats for my wedges line up when I go back up with it. Come on. That should be fairly close. Now, let's take a jack and get it under the knuckle and raise it up and shim it. I need some blocks. I gotta get some blocks. And it's pretty tight, actually. Actually pretty tight. I might be able to get one real thin shim in there, and that's about it. It's a pretty tight setup. And that's all that came out of it anyway, was this one little bitty thin shim. That's all that come out of it, so. See if I can get this thin shim in there without tearing it up. Might even be a little bit thicker than the one that came out of it. That's about all you're going to get in there. I could try 2. I just don't think it's going to happen, but I can get it started, but I can't get it on around. If I went with the one thick one ain't gonna happen. How about one this thickness and then one really, really thin one? How about that? Okay, that's gonna work right there. All right, that's pretty good. Flashlight. See where the flats are here. Kind of hard to tell. I anti-seize it, and there's a bunch of anti-seize in the holes now. We're pretty close. Wedge pins. Short one and a long one. Obviously the long one's going to be here. I want to get the flat. Get that on here. Let's see if this goes down just a touch, and the pin actually used to be turned clockwise just a little bit. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't like it. What's going on here? This side's pretty well done. As you can see, I got grease here, grease here. Now remember, when you put them seals in there, seals go in the knuckle here. You want the seal, basically, you want the grease to come out, but you don't want the dirt and water to go in. So the lip of the seal actually faces that way. Okay, actually, what am I thinking? It goes in kind of backwards from what you would put in like a wheel seal in or something like that. You want, let me see, I'll show you. Here, now I can explain it a little better. Grab one of the seals for the other side. Still got to do the other side. But see the lip of the seal here? It doesn't go in like that. This one will go in like this, and this one will go in like that. That way the grease will come out, but the water and dirt and stuff won't go in and fill up these here. And then this bearing too has a seal up here. I always put, you know, just like it come out of there, you'll see kind of the lip of this bearing facing down. Just put it down. But we got them all greased up now, and then on your end caps here, there's a rubber O-ring that goes down in there, and then put your new caps on, tighten them up, and then grease it. And as you can see, there's no end play now, which is what we want. Alright guys, so talked the owner out. I went and got the driver's side done and had everything together on it. We adjusted the clutch and put the clutch brake in. On the clutch brake, this had the original one-piece clutch brake in it, and as you can see, I was talking to Derek down there in Monterey, and I used to do the same thing Derek does, but I used to cut them out with a cutting torch. You know, it'd be one thing if it was some old farmer's truck that was a 1984 Peterbilt that was worth $500. I'd just, if I caught the truck on fire and burn it to the ground, I'd just give him $2,000 or $3,000 and tell him to go buy another truck. But on this nice 2016 Peterbilt, I know it's Nick's pride and joy, so he's kind of like me. He works his butt off for his money there, and he finally got something nice. And I don't want to burn his truck to the ground anyway. I caught a bell housing on fire one time and ended up having to pull the transmission and the clutch out of it to get it to where it was right again, because it got the throw up bearing so hot by the time I got it out. It's one of those deals where I ran up to the back of my truck and got my fire extinguisher, and my fire extinguisher was already discharged and didn't know it. I don't know if it did the same thing it did here riding on the back of this truck. See the pins out of it. I gotta fix that again. I have a backup plan though now. I have another fire extinguisher in the cab in this truck. I'm not getting caught with my pants down again like that. Anyway, I got a pretty good sized one in the cab there. My wife got me in case the one on the back fails me. I've got a backup plan. So, anyways, I just take my air chisel and I start chiseling this. I'll chisel this part of the outer part of the clutch brake apart, and this part here, which is pretty hard. I'm looking for this. This is the part here that'll really get you. This inner part that goes around the input shaft. I mean, it is super, super, super hard. You don't really chisel through it. You eventually just break it. But it can take a while to get them chiseled in two. So then you put a two-piece style on there and we adjust the clutch and she's good to go now. So anyhow, thank you for watching.